What's happening, Muscle and Mind? Welcome back to The Muscle, America's favorite romantic comedy where we talk about muscle building tips, tricks, and secrets. I'm your host, Joey, and today we are talking about the tricep long head. So first, just getting into the anatomy of the tricep, you have three heads, obviously. It's a tricep, the long head, the medial head, and then the lateral head, which is the one on the side of your arm. Now, before I get into this, I've been bodybuilding for like 5.5 years, and it wasn't actually until like a few years ago, after doing this for a while, that I realized that you should be specifically targeting not only certain muscle groups, but certain parts of muscle groups. So the way you train is very important. I used to think a bicep curl was a bicep curl. I used to think a tricep pushdown was a tricep pushdown, and I thought that's all there was to it. But it's not until doing that for a few years that I noticed that I had imbalances. I had things, well, oh, I have a very strong lateral head, but my long head isn't where it should be. So that's why when you train, you should really incorporate training of all different parts. The earlier you start doing that, the better. So I've been bodybuilding, like I said, for 5.5 years. I wish I would have known this sooner. That's why I'm making a video about it. So why do you want a big, long head? The long head is the largest head on the tricep, and it's also the largest the largest muscle on your upper arm. Largest part of the muscle. So it's going to give you the most girth on your upper arm. It's gonna help you build your upper arm size. But without getting too technical, because the way you train the long head of the tricep is actually having your shoulders pulled back when you do tricep exercises. But we don't even have to go that far. Just think about the ending position on a tricep exercise. If your hands are in front of your face or in front of your waist, so if the ending position is here, which is most moves, the press downs, skull crushers, if your hands are in front of your face, more likely than not, you're training the medial or the lateral head. In order to train the long head, shoulders pulled back, the ending hand placement is going to be behind your waist. So it's going to be back here. So that's going to be how you train the long head of your tricep. It's getting the entire way back and having your hands behind your waist at the finishing position. And that's kind of my way of just simplifying that. And yeah, so let's get into it. I'll show you a couple exercises for that now. And let's have some fun. I'm going to show you guys 3 moves for training the long head of the tricep. Keep in mind though, you should be training the short head. You should still be doing moves with the hands in front of the face. This is just if you've been lacking on it like I have, and if you want to maybe ramp up how much you're training the long head of the tricep, you could use these few moves. First one is going to be an isolation one-arm move. The second move is going to be with the barbell, so it's going to be two-handed. And the third move is going to be like a body weight. It's going to be a dip exercise. So first things first, with this move, it's really just a kickback with a pulley, chest height pulley, so around your nipple. And what you're going to do is pull it out, kind of come to the side. So maybe about like a 30-degree angle. It's still going backwards, but I'm to the side enough that there's room for my arm to pass by. And what you're gonna wanna do is, instead of pushing down like this, shoulder back. So the ending move is kind of back here. So this is getting your shoulder in a retracted position, and your hand is behind your waist for the finish. And obviously do this both sides. It's a great move, and you can actually tell the difference when you're training. You should be feeling this. You should be feeling it in the long head, not just in the overall tricep. Do a few sets of it, and you should feel a definite burn in the long head of the tricep. Next move is to get a cameraman, because this is kind of hard to find an angle, but I'm still gonna go through it with you guys. What you're gonna need is an easy curl bar or a barbell. So this is an easy curl bar. And what you wanna do is get in a hack squat position, so stand in front of the bar, and pick it up like this. So the bars are behind your back when you pick it up. You're gonna bend over, keeping your back straight and your shoulders pulled back to about right here. And when you get in this position, you're gonna bring your triceps up. And this, not your triceps, your elbows up. And what you're gonna do is just do a kickback. And what this move forces you to do is to keep your shoulders pulled back. If they fall, you're not even really moving your triceps. You have to keep them pulled back so that you can even work. So this move completely targets the long head. I'll try to show you another angle because I know that's probably not the best angle. Now the next move you've all seen, I'm sure, but what this is just a chair dip. A lot of people don't like a chair dip. A lot of people don't like doing this move because they don't see it as something you could, well, it's a body weight exercise for one, and you need a lot of reps to get a burn on it. So a lot of people think there's not some type of progressive overload with it, but that's actually not true, because just check this out. For one, this is a chair dip, right? Yeah, that's kind of the beginner's chair dip. And what you can do is elevate your feet higher and higher, because the higher you elevate your feet, it shifts the center of gravity putting more stress on your upper body, your arms, and your triceps. So the higher your feet are right here, there's a lot more tension on the tricep. If you get to there and you progress past that, you can start taking plates, dumbbells, what have you, putting them on your lap, and go up in weight that way. And this is a great move for your triceps. So I don't know what anyone's talking about if they don't like it. I don't think people do this one enough, because it's really simple and you actually don't need much equipment for it. All right, you guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. This is Muscle and Mind. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure I've already plugged it somewhere, but I'm doing a vegan athlete case study right now, and I'm about 6 weeks in. That means I have 6 weeks left until we find out what veganism does to your body. I feel good. I'm lean. Who knows if I'm still building muscle, but we will find out. I'm just checking with the doctors. I gotta get my body comp test done after the process, but then we will know pretty damn objectively what veganism does to my body. So if you want to find out, stay tuned for that. I appreciate all the likes, subscribes, comments, and all that good stuff. I love interacting with y'all. And I got 1,000 subscribers coming soon. It's looking like I'm close to 800, I believe. And I got something pretty fun coming. It's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna give away too much about what it is, but it's a motivational video. It's not a transformation, but it's kind of like, it'll help you guys get to know me. It's inside my mind a little bit, all right? I open up, but I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Muscle Mind.
Let it go.